Hello and welcome. You're watching AD4 TV Radio News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's capital. I am Adirayo Senami. Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the solid waste management policy to boost employment opportunities and ensure a healthy environment in the country. Minister of Environment Alhaji Muhammad Mahmood made this known at the Council's 8th virtual meeting in Abuja. The policy was put together by the United Nations Industrial Development Organization and the Federal Ministry of Environment, as well as other stakeholders. The minister added that it will provide a framework for a comprehensive, integrated solid waste management that will involve the federal, states and local governments, ministries, departments and agencies, as well as non-governmental organizations as stakeholders.
Our memo today sought for approval of the Federal Executive Council on a national policy on solid waste management, which was approved. Solid waste management is an essential part of environmental management. We all know that we generate waste every day, the quantum of which we generate is so much that without proper planning for collection, transportation, sorting, and consequently landfilling where necessary would be enormous. It will provide a framework for a comprehensive, integrated solid waste management in which the federal, the state, local government, MDAs, institutions, NGOs will all be part of this. This is something that needs a coordinated effort.
And in the United States, President Donald Trump and his daughter, cum advisor Ivanka, have been criticized for endorsing Hispanic food company Goya Foods on social media. The pair tweeted images of themselves holding Goya food products earlier this week. The social media posts have since received ridicule from celebrities and government critics, raising concerns over ethics violations by an employee of the U.S. government. Last week, Robert Unanue, the chief executive of Goya, appeared with President Donald Trump at the White House during the announcement of a new Hispanic Prosperity Initiative by the government. This has prompted many customers to boycott Goya Foods after the CEO hailed Trump's leadership. Meanwhile, President of Gabon, Ali Bongo Ondimba, this Thursday named Madame Rose Christian Osuka Raponda as the new Prime Minister. She becomes the country's first female Prime Minister. Madame Osuka was also the first woman to be elected mayor of the capital Libreville in 2014. Her appointment is with immediate effect. She is expected to form a new government to run the affairs of the Central Africa oil-producing country. In another development, President of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, has eased restrictions to allow churches reopen, but with strict conditions meant to limit the spread of coronavirus. Rwanda shut churches and schools across the country on the 14th of March, hours after the first case of COVID-19 was reported. Schools, however, will remain closed until September. Meanwhile, reopened businesses are required to accept digital payments as alternative forms of payment, while civil marriages must not exceed 15 participants. We'll take a break now. When we return, Nigeria's Senate urges government to raise age limit for job seekers. Stay with us, details coming shortly.
AD4 TV Radio, we focus on education with emphasis on research and innovation, science and technology, women and girl-child education, children, health, youth and sports, socio-political and economic reforms, security, environment, entrepreneurship and entertainment. We'll give you information at your fingertips. Learn on the go. Follow AD4 TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram and YouTube. AD4 TV Radio, reliable and credible.
We love you, AD4 TV Radio.
Welcome back. You're watching AD4 TV Radio News Update. The Senate has urged the federal government to urgently raise the age limit usually attached to job vacancies in the country. It follows the consideration of a motion sponsored by Senator Ibrahim Gobir from Sokoto East constituency. Gobir noted that recruitment requirements of federal government ministries, departments and agencies and other private bodies which set age barriers often excludes and marginalizes skillful and competent prospective applicants from participating in such exercises. The senators unanimously called on the federal government to direct the Ministry of Labour, Employment and Productivity to set up a committee to review the age limit for employment or recruitment. Meanwhile, the UK, the US and Canada have accused a Russian-backed hacker group of trying to steal COVID-19 related vaccine research in all three countries. According to intelligence agencies from the affected countries, the hacker group known as APT29 or Cozy Beer and the Dukies is also responsible for hacking the Democratic National Committee before the 2016 US elections. UK Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab tweeted that his government stands with Canada and the US against reckless actions of Russia's intelligence services. Meanwhile, Dmitry Peskov, spokesperson to Russian President Vladimir Putin, has denied the allegations, saying they're not backed up by proper evidence. And in sports, the Super Eagles will play 2 friendly games during the FIFA window in September. The games will likely be against teams from South America and Africa. The last competitive game was 2021 Africa Cup of Nations qualifying fixture against the Crocodiles of Lesotho, which they won 4-2. Meanwhile, NFF President Amajo Pinnick, in a chat on Instagram Live, confirmed that a world-class coach will be appointed in the next 2 to 3 weeks for the senior women's national team, the Super Falcons. Former coach Thomas Deneby left the team unceremoniously in August 2019. And that's it on 84 TV Radio News Updates, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's capital. You can join the conversation on our website at www.84tvradio.com. Please follow us on our social media platforms at 84 TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at 84 TV Radio. Many thanks for watching. I am Adirayo Senami.